Hello everyone. I've finished a few projects and I haven't posted anything in a while, so I thought I would do a flip through. So I have a nature themed standard size traveler's notebook that I'll go through. And then I have these two soft-sided one signature journals. I started making one and I was going to make it two signatures, but it got so fat I couldn't close it, so I had to make a second. So let's go through the bird one first. So the covers I made modeled after the ones that I've made out of the manila envelopes that I've covered in canvas. And I didn't use any envelope for this. I used the same shape as a model, but what I did instead was I coated the inside with Tyvek, and each side does have a canvas coated pocket. But it's not an envelope, it's just a soft-sided journal, and they each have one signature that has charms and things. So I'll go through it. So the outer paper is a Tim Holtz cardstock, and it has a flat pen that I've made into a paper clip, and that just hooks on right there. And this is a dragonfly journaling tag, and this is a window tag, and it has a double-sided butterfly in it. It's not a real butterfly, it's a cutout print from, I believe, Tsunami Rose, and Tim Holtz paper, and some recycled sari silk yarn that is from, I think it's Fox Fiber Farm, but I have to double check. I will leave the link. And it's just a pretty tag I made. I was experimenting with the windows and enjoyed that. So in this journal, it's a nature journal. There are book pages from an atlas. And this is a single sheet of paper that I've seen other people have that I got as Happy Mail. And I absolutely love this paper. It has quotes at the bottom. So if anybody knows where to get this, please leave a comment because I totally want more. Graph paper, and there is some sewing in here. This is from a, there's lots of book pages. This is a book page. This is a journaling tag with some Edith Holden on it. And some more book pages, and these are inked pages. They're not coffee or tea stained, they're inked. This is an inked glassine bag, and in the glassine bag I have a couple of vintage tea cards and graph paper, and here's a charm with a little glass mushroom bead. And on this paper clip, this is holding on to a piece of a freebie piece of printed out digital eco-dyed paper that I got from, oh my gosh, my brain. I either got it from Jibignery or Nik the Booksmith. I can't remember who did this now. But thank you. It's beautiful. And then I did a little journaling tag on the inside. So this is kind of after the Tracie Fox style of envelope. And this just paper clips right onto the edge with that mushroom. Oh, and that's definitely a Tracie Fox twirly paper clip. Right there. Okay, that's the center of the signature. No, it's not. Is it? No, it's not. And some paper, and this is a an altered paperclip banner with a tag. This is a skeleton leaf that you can journal on the back, and it has been sewn beneath tracing paper. And ledger, and this is inked tracing paper that's inspired by Jibignery. And this is a magnetic envelope. Can you hear that? With some Edith Holden and a butterfly, and that just holds itself on to the page with magnet. And some book pages, and these centers have little Tim Holtz paper cut out butterflies. And here's another altered paper clip, and another paperclip banner with a skeleton leaf card. And here's a little fox charm. And more inked paper. And another fox. And some bears. And another altered paperclip. This one has a little, just a beaded charm on it, I'm afraid. And that has a butterfly image journaling card. And this is vintage sari silk ribbon. And some more journaling pages. And some more, another vintage tea card. And this is an embellished envelope. This has a tiny Tim Holtz paperclip with a tiny feather or leaf. And this is an embellished envelope. And inside the embellished envelope, that's made out of Edith Holden paper. And this is a beautiful Mrs. Cog image. I just love her woodland images. And it's a journaling card that's backed with ledger paper. And that paper clips onto the edge with my tiny Tim Holtz charmed paper clip. And that, oh, and in the back there's one more envelope and tag. So here's another window tag. And here is another embellished envelope. This one doesn't have anything in it. It is just to use as you wish. Oh, and this is some Tim Holtz vellum in the back pocket. So that one is the bird. You might call, I think that's a thrush. So why don't we call that one Thrush? And here's the second one I made. This one wound up being a little bit longer, but I like that because it really feels like a folio and like all of your journal is safely tucked inside. And I love this image. It's a little congress of owls and they look like they're discussing something very important. And I believe that's Mrs. Cog. And these both just wrap with the sari silk around the edge. And again, it's modeled after the envelope style journals and it's reinforced with Tyvek in the middle and Tim Holtz paper on the edges. And this one has a squirrel journaling card with a Tim Holtz feather paper flat pen and a quote at the bottom. And that fits into that pocket. And this flat pen is also a paper clip. And here is a little pocket with some tea cards. And that just flips onto the edge there. More of that same, it's a Hammond Atlas, Nature Atlas that I got those pages from. And a banner with a journaling tag. So the setup of this one is very similar to the last. The images may be a little bit different. This is a Tracie Fox envelope. It's absolutely gorgeous and it was a freebie that she set up on a Facebook channel, and I've just popped a little journaling card. Oh, that's a quote tag. So there are a lot of quote, several journaling prompt quotes on this one, and that's a John Burroughs nature quote. You'll have to buy it to read it, I guess. All of these will be eventually available in my Etsy shop, probably tonight. We'll see how it takes long to upload everything. And this is a Mrs. Cog image with a quote. That's a little Tim Holtz paperclip. And here's another journaling card with a quote. And this is another one of, this is a variation of that window tag, but instead of making it a clear see-through window, you just have the butterfly on the front side and then journaling space in the back and a magnet on there that holds it onto the page. I think I might do a tutorial on these and the flat pens. They're not my completely original ideas, but they're fun. And here's another magnetic journaling card that flips open two ways. and another embellished envelope. And this one doesn't have anything inside, but it does have, I don't know if you can see that, there's a maple leaf inside a piece of tracing paper that's been inked. And the maple leaf is fussy cut out of the Edith Holden book. And here's another, this is a tuck spot with an embellished paper clip and a butterfly charm and a journaling tag. Oh, and this journaling tag has a secret pocket on the back for secret journaling space. And that just slides in right there. And ledger paper, and journaling paper. And this is this gorgeous fabric. I got it off of the Wish app, I think. I absolutely love this. And a butterfly tag, but this one has a secret little journaling booklet on the back. And here's the center of the signature. And this one has a moose and little leaves. And here's another journaling tag. That one has a mushroom. And paper, and an Edith Holden pocket and tag. This pocket is not glued in, so it's completely movable. And a Tracie Fox paper clip with a tiny little pine cone charm. And here, this is a triple pocket. It's a book page. And there's a T card in the front, and a fox journaling tag in the middle, and a beautiful Mrs. Cog image with a hang-me tag quote, with the John Burroughs quote, and journaling space on the back. And this is from an Audubon encyclopedia from the entry for tree. And another journaling tag with butterflies. And a squirrel one. Oh, there's a quote on the back of that. Uh-oh, avalanche. And a banner paperclip with a hanging tag journaling prompt from John Muir. Let's see. American chestnut. Here is a, this I actually did in a tutorial, this hanging tag. Come to think of it, with the moose. It says, when we try to pick out anything by itself, we find it hitched to everything else in the universe. And that is John Muir. And that just slides out of the way so you can journal, or you can move it around. It's on a bulb pin with that lovely moose image. And then this is a little journaling booklet with a twig twig and tree identification guide. And that's just held together with sari silk. And those go in that lovely Tim Holtz pocket. And that, oops, is it. And there's big pockets on the end. So that just wraps back around. And you tuck the key in. And that's that one. So this is going to be owls, of course. And let's see, how am I for time? 13 minutes. All right, great. I have time for the last one. This is a Traveler's Notebook insert. And with these Traveler's Notebook inserts, I don't put the elastic around the equator, around the middle, because you need to slide it in to your insert cover. But you can slide it into your insert cover and still use this elastic that goes around it, I don't know, longitudinally, and it'll still stay closed, even though it's chunky. So I've made a little charm with a glass mushroom bead, a glass ladybird bead, bead, and a butterfly. And this is Tim Holtz paper. And that pops off. And there is a flat pen in here. And this is on a postcard with peonies. And the paper clip is on the back, and it just slides on. And this is very wide washi with a grasshopper journaling tag. I believe this is a Mrs. Cog image. And here is a quote tag. It says, "Going to the woods is going home, for I suppose We came from the woods originally. And that's a John Muir quote. And actually this little butterfly is another tuck spot, but I don't have anything for it at the moment. This is a William Blake quote with a skeleton leaf that's been sewn between tracing paper. These papers are not aged or distressed. I don't tend to do that for my traveler's notebooks. I like my traveler's notebooks to be crisp. So there are some tiny, tiny envelopes in here, and each tiny envelope has its own vintage tea card that's tucked inside a paper doily. There's one in there as well. And this is a beautiful illustrated book of garden plants, and those are the pansies. And this is a charm paperclip with a journaling tag with a quote, again from John Muir. It says, "Keep close to nature's heart and break clear away once in a while and climb a mountain or spend a week in the woods. Wash your spirit clean." And that's just a journaling tag. And this is some Tim Holtz vellum that's made into a pocket with another quote that says, "The wonder is that we can see these trees and not wonder more." And that's Ralph Waldo Emerson. And that has some ledger paper on the back. Those are more pages. Here's another journaling tag. It says, "Acts of creation are ordinarily reserved for gods and poets. To plant a pine, one need only own a shovel." And that's by Aldo Leopold. And that has a little bee charm. And here's a glassine envelope, and in that glassine envelope is some Tim Holtz cutout ephemera. More pages, 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 pages. There's the others. Oh, this is the center. Oh dear, I forgot to put anything on the ends. Well, I will put something on the ends. Butterflies, I imagine, before this goes out. Center. A whole bunch of pages. Another edge of the glassy inked envelope with Tim Holtz nature ephemera. This is a journaling card with a picture of quaking aspen from the Hammond's Nature Guide, and I just used the identifier from the page on the top there. And this has some little acorns on the paperclip charm. Lots of journaling space. And this is just a stamped journaling tag. And this is a gorgeous moth journaling tag. Shush. That's my dog. Neighbors. He's alerting me that the neighbors are here. Shh. Good boy. And that says zoology. I left the words on that one. And that one has a butterfly charm. And more pages. Another envelope with the tea cards in it. Those two. And, hush. That'll do. That'll do. Go lie down. Good boy. Okay. Sorry. A skeleton tag? I'm sorry. Skeleton leaf inside the tracing paper. The nice thing about this is I tested it. And you can write right across this, and it works. I mean, you can kind of feel the bump, that main vein, but you can write across it. I've tried. And another postcard in the back, and another little, just a little pad of paper that I've put on with those little clasps. So that is the Nature Traveler's Notebooks that will be listed on my Etsy site. And all of those little journaling quote cards have tabs that are arranged evenly throughout the book. So thanks for watching. Welcome to some of my new subbies. Hi, I'm so excited. Keep your eyes out, because as soon as I reach 100, I will do some kind of giveaway. But I haven't figured it out yet, but I will do it. So thanks again. Bye-bye.